Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where I will venture my petty and ill-informed opinion about a variety of topics. No one else is here. Nikki's at a concert. Haven't heard from Phil. Tom said he might come, might not, but he'll probably be a bit late. So it's just me tonight. Again, got some skull and bones for you, Soplo. Nobody else has requested anything, so skull and bones is what you get. I had a really good run on this game earlier in the week. I managed to record some of it, but yeah, it was like I could do no wrong. Well, I did screw up massively when I accidentally put all my ammo into storage instead of keeping it on my ship. Didn't realize until I went to do a world event and I was out of all ammo. That was a little annoying, but apart from that, had a really good run, didn't die, accomplished a great many things, even did a PvP objective, which I'm pretty underleveled for PvP. Didn't realize it was a PvP thing until it was too late. But man, everybody else on the server was apparently difficulty, so I just got away with it. Which is how I like to do PvP. Just rat it, get it done when nobody else is paying attention, basically. I've played a number of PvP games. I'm not very good at it. I never played Call of Duty or Battlefield or anything like that. I played Rust. I played Sea of Thieves, Hunt Showdown. Terrible at PvP. Like, really, really bad. I chalk that up to my age, middle aged now in my 40s. Reflexes aren't very good. Don't play a lot of first person shooter games, so I don't have the right impulses. Don't have the same muscle memory. But the level of skill these days is frankly insane compared to when I was a kid. Like, the games are optimized, like, really, really, a lot. It's ridiculous. I watched a Dead by Daylight tournament the other day, and the survivors have the entire map memorized and just call out numbers and not the where they're going. They're just like, I'm going 11, I'm going 11. And they know what that means. And when I did play Dead by Daylight, I was just like, I never really want to be that good at the game. I mean, can you imagine? That's just like weaponized autism right there. Same in the speedrunning community, I suppose. They've optimized, like, they've broken Ocarina of Time to a point where they can finish the entire game in, like, I don't know, I think it's 8 minutes it takes them to finish the entire game of Ocarina of Time. And it's all glitches. Like, there's a bunch of glitches that you can do to get to the final boss fight and beat him. It's I highly recommend people watch the run of Ocarina of Time. Wind Waker 2, I believe, you can also complete relatively quickly, but it's all glitches. I watched a Dark Souls glitched run once, and I was like, oh, who figured that out? Who figured out how to do that? And then I watched a video of someone trying to figure out glitches, and they'll just stay at that same spot for ages, doing repeatedly stupid stuff in an effort to glitch their way through a wall or something. Half of me's impressed, half of me's like, well, that's not supposed to be how you play games, but I guess, I'm just at that age where it's like, in my day, we didn't have any of these fancy how-to guides, we just played the game. And that was good enough for us. Mario 1, one of the hardest games. Played that recently. That is an incredibly hard game. They could do it like 3 minutes. And if you watch it, they just run. They just run through it, beginning to end, in like 3 minutes. Insane. Oh, I appreciate that, Gabby. I did already have it ready to go. But yes, thank you. Gabby was sending me a news story she found early in the week. I had already found it like a couple of hours ago, and I've got a long line of news stories because last week we ran out, It's weird. I've either got too many news stories or not enough. I never have the exact amount of news stories for a show. And yeah, you can see they're beating this world event, figuring out what am I going to do now? Where am I going to go next? So I'm like, okay, I'll head over here. Then I think someone signals for help, so I go to another. Yeah, see, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not like super amazing at Skull and Bones, but you know, it's a game that it's a live service game. You know, it's guilty pleasure. You just switch it on, sail around, blow up stuff, get new stuff to blow other stuff up. Yeah. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a live service game that I'm actually ashamed of the fact that I'm pretty fond of that game. The story just amuses me, and the gameplay's decent enough. It's not too simple. It's not too complicated. It's a nice brain dead game. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Now I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's some missions. I don't think I actually do any of these missions. I end up just doing world events, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I thought about doing that, Gary, but like then I just end up with another folder of on my computer with stuff on. Well, yeah, I mean that's a good point. You don't mind if the news is old. That's a good point, but the problem is there's not. It's actually pretty difficult to find, like, because a lot of my weird news sites, I've got like 6 or 7 now. So I go to those sites, and a lot of those stories are just not what I'd consider weird. Like that Australian woman, what poisoned everyone. That was like #1. Everyone considers that a bit weird. And I'm like, how is that weird? She was seen picking the mushrooms or something. You know, she tried to say it was an accident. Then she put death cap mushrooms into the mushroom stew, and I'm like, no one was really buying that. Considering they don't sell death cap mushrooms, you have to go out and pick them. Yeah, weird, dodgy, bit dumb. I'll give you an example of a news story I've got for later. Toothpaste made with hair naturally repairs tooth enamel. That's pretty weird. I'd consider that a bit dodgy myself. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, yeah. I'm over leveled for this world event. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Weird. I don't want normal news stories. Normal news stories are bored. Yeah, the true crime one isn't boring. Isn't weird. It's just like I'll end up watching 3 or 4 videos about that case when all the true crime people cover it. Kind of sad, I know, but I do love my true crime videos. I don't have the attention span to do it myself because you've got to be really respectful of the victims' families in true crime. I don't mind covering like stories where no one gets hurt, but people genuinely, usually aren't that interested in those stories. It's kind of sad, but true. News that we are one step closer to closure. Closure on what? Alright, SoFlo, I'll invite you up. Just 1 second. I thought I should really learn. I don't know. Tom said he might be joining. We'll see. And there we are. Yeah, but Nikki's at a concert with workmates. She was really excited, bless her. There won't be a oh yeah, there won't be a show next week. Oh, Tom's here now. Hey, Tom.
Hi, sorry I'm late. Just been chilling with the fam.
But there won't be a show next weekend because I will be in Scotland with Nikki So you'll have to make do for a week without me
Well,
and Tom.
that'll suit me okay because we go back to school 2 days after that. So I will be doing some work. I very much intend.
Oh, there's still another week of the summer holidays.
For us, there is, yeah.
Did they extend it?
No, it's no, it's the same nationwide. They just might not be in sync with each other. If you know what I mean.
No. It's not the same nationwide. Because when I was a kid, I hated my birthday because it was always like the first or second day back at school.
Ah. When is your birthday?
September 3rd.
Ah. Mine's today, funnily enough.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Did you get anything good? Facebook didn't tell me it was your birthday.
Well, Facebook's a git then. Well, yeah, my darling wife went bananas on my Amazon wish list and got me, I think, 5 CDs from that because being the dinosaur that I am, I insist on still collecting physical media. She got me a Doctor Who DVD, and what it is some of the ones in the 1960s. They've got the soundtrack to, but they don't have the original films at all. So they're doing. I mean, these are genuine canon Doctor Who stories that were broadcast in the early years of the show. But in the 1970s, the BBC culled a load of film, and a lot of these Doctor Who's are absolutely lost in time. And there's been various documentaries about recovery missions and worldwide quests, people trying to find them, and they have been quite successful in tracking a lot of things down. But the ones they haven't, and they still haven't, they recreate as animations. And so I've got one of those to watch. It's called The Savages. It was originally broadcast in 1966, and my dear wife got me that. Also, around that time, they made a couple of films, Doctor Who films, called Doctor Who and the Daleks and Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD. They star Peter Cushing as the Doctor, and they're rather daft in a way. They're fun, but they're a bit daft.
I think I've seen the Daleks one. Is that the one where he goes back in time and tries to stop them from being made?
No, that sounds, if anything, like a Doctor Who Tom Baker story called Genesis of the Daleks, one considered one of the very best Doctor Who stories of all time. That happens in Genesis of the Daleks. These two movies, they're recreations of the first 2 BBC black and white Doctor Who stories, just done in full color with a much higher budget, and they're a laugh. They're nothing, truly brilliant, but they're a fun nostalgia trip. I've picked up both of those in CX, the second nationwide secondhand physical media
sex shop. Yeah,
it's not a sex shop. It's called sex, really, but I refuse to call it that. It just seems puerile.
It's hilarious. I'm just popping to the sex shop for some DVDs. Never gets old.
Okay.
Hey, SoFlo, welcome to the show.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I've been experimenting with AI music programs, and I'll tell you what, AI is scary. It allows you to create your own lyrics, but you can't create your own music. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I mean, it tells I could command it to like what instruments to play. Like I did a heavy metal song, but it won't let me create my own melody. It just lets me use what instruments I want to use, and I could use my own lyrics, and I don't like that. I want to create my own music, and it doesn't allow you to do that. It's weird. I just thought I'd say that. I know you don't like AI like me, Richard, so.
No, I hate AI.
It's really stupid. I mean, I play with it. I post some stuff, but you know, it's mostly sexual stuff on my channel if you want to check it out. But basically, it's weird. It's pretty much too much J stuff. It's too family friendly too. It's weird.
Well,
AI
and you know,
AI
it's
is
going to
weird.
one day take over the planet and enslave us all.
It's an
Well,
Or
enslavement
worse,
all the
if they
Elon
put it in
Musk.
Roombas, it's going
There
to
you
kill us
go.
all.
It's going to enslave
my
us all to Elon Musk.
worry is the how lazy it's making people who use it. People use it to write letters, write essays, to do research. They do, it's. I cannot imagine what it's like at university now. Instead of putting in all their efforts into writing essays, I suspect students are putting efforts into finding ways for their AI written essays to pass AI.
I was going to say they were using them to write their essays for a while, but then the schools got wise and they got AI detectors now.
Well, exactly, and I bet they're spending ages trying to outwit them instead of actually putting their efforts into.
Well, yeah, people will spend a lot of time and energy and ultimately do more work to do less work. It's one of the odd quirks about our species. I suppose if you're properly motivated, it's more fun. You'll do it than if it's just really boring.
Oh, it is peculiar.
I mean, yeah, that's holding them back at the moment, Gabby. But once we fully switch over to electric cars, electricity is going to suddenly be, the number one thing in the world. They're going to try and get rid of our dependence on fossil fuels to make it as cheap as possible to produce. And then, there'll be more electricity and AI will become more powerful, and then they'll put it in Roombas and then we'll all die.
Yes, and then we'll be transforming our intelligence into the AI, so that way we could be immortal.
That's our only hope as a species, is if we
Yes.
could infect AI with narcissism and introduce it to social media.
It's crazy.
Too busy posting selfies to take over the world.
Social media is so narcissistic today. It's unbelievable. It sickens me. It's just people are so opinionated too, and it's like you could be agreeing with them on the same subject, and they'll be fighting with you.
Yeah, it pisses them off more when you agree with them. So far.
Yeah, I know they don't want you to. I accused them of being AI when they're like that. I said, you must be AI because you're very argumentative.
Yeah, that's the other thing, of course. You don't know if you're talking to a real person anymore. I mean, I hold out hope that all those incredibly attractive people that keep adding me on Facebook are real, but somehow I don't believe it. Right.
So what interesting things are happening across the pond?
In England, where it's the same as America, it's all immigration. People are protesting immigrants by flying the St. George's Cross or the Union Jack. They're doing it because some bloke in Birmingham put some flags up and the council took them down. So now everyone in England is putting up flags to show solidarity.
So does that mean Kermit Starmer is in trouble now, or what? You think he's going to end up resigning, or what?
Probably not. Labour aren't doing that bad a job. Well, it's all. Yeah, they're all the same party. I don't know why I differentiate. I literally only voted for him because he sounds like Kermit the Frog. I don't know what his political ambitions are.
From what I've seen him, I actually like him. I think he's okay, but you never know. It's like what you said; they could change in 1 minute.
That is sadly the world we live in, yes. Anything else before we move on to the news?
No, other than that, I'm leaning towards just wanting the Republicans to destroy the Democrats. That's all. Let's just get down to one party, then we the people have to deal with it, and that's it. So there you go. So that's how it
Oh,
is here. So there you go.
oh yeah, they're trying to jerry-rig all the states at the moment, aren't
Yeah, and they Florida's gonna have the National Guard here. He signed up all red states to have the National Guard invade us because he's afraid to lose the red states. So 19 more states were added, so it's gonna be all over the country now. The National Guard. So
That's not good.
no,
That's really bad.
we're
That's how
looking at.
military dictatorships start.
Yep, it's getting that. So that that's it's bad. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get in trouble, but
Yeah, you can't. You don't. Well, yeah. Yeah, be careful.
our freedom of speech is gone. So there, you can laugh at us Americans now. We voted away our freedom of speech.
The death of the First Amendment.
Yep. And pretty
Kind of
much it's
sad.
gonna, you know what? And pretty much it's gonna cause the death of the Second Amendment, which they love so much. So there you go.
I think you can get away with taking away the First Amendment, but there's too many people that love the Second Amendment in America that would be problematic.
Yeah. That might be the breaking point.
Yeah. Try and take their guns. They'll fight back.
So what are we talking about today, Richard? Oh, I'm sorry, Tom.
I was just going to say quick, what are the the Fifth Amendment? When they say I'm pleading the Fifth, I take the Fifth, and what exactly are the First, Second, Third, and Fourth, and Fifth Amendments? Does anyone know?
First Amendment is free speech. Second Amendment is free guns. Third Amendment is soldiers aren't allowed to steal your house. Fourth Amendment is right to due process, no illegal search and seizure. Fifth Amendment is your right to remain silent.
Right. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know.
And we're very close to breaking the first four, so there you go.
Where are you?
Other than that, we're okay in America. Oh, there's one more thing I want to tell you, Richard. I thought you'd find a kinship with Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. His lieutenant governor that he just signed, he leaked information that Ron DeSantis is on the spectrum. So there you go. He might be your brother. So there you go. I thought you'd find that interesting. Look into it.
That is interesting. I will look into it. Here's a really interesting point about the amendments, Tom. Do you know the most famous example of the Third Amendment being enforced was before it even existed?
That's the one about soldiers can't take your house.
Yep.
Go on, then.
During the War of 1812, President Madison moved his troops back from Louisiana to D.C. after the British skillfully outmaneuvered and basically made him look like a massive chump. The British were led by Admiral Cockburn, so he was always going to win with a name like that. Anyway, he tried, because most of the American people were against the War of 1812, nobody would let him or his army stay with them as he was marching back.
Wow.
And the Constitution amendments wouldn't be added until the 1850s, 70s, somewhere in there. It was after the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So they are most famous example before they existed. I've always felt like the Fourth, Fifth, Sixth, and Seventh Amendment just could have been one. You know, like those those four amendments. They just, basically could have just been one amendment. But I wasn't there.
Yeah, pretty much everybody agrees with you on that one, Richard.
Just seems a bit silly, but what do I know? The 10th Amendment is the one First Amendment auditors really hate because it gives each state's constitution the same power as the federal one. So any state that amends to their constitution, you're not allowed to film in post offices or DMVs. You know, they hate it when they do that. But they just deny the 10th Amendment exists. So, sorry, I'm really into the American Constitution. Sorry.
I know, and you're a Glenn Serio fan too, so there you go.
Yeah.
So what does... Sorry, Richard, I didn't quite get that. What does the 10th Amendment do with regard to state legislation?
It's a delegation of authority amendment, basically grants each state's constitution the same power as the federal constitution. It's like, because the United States isn't actually a singular country, it's like 50 individual little countries that have decided to work together for the common good.
Yeah.
That's where the states' rights comes in, all that stuff.
So it's legal to smoke weed in Washington, but it's not legal to smoke weed in Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, how does I mean, there must be sort of a clear hierarchy, though. I mean, on some issues, if federal government says, "No, we want everyone in the country to be doing this,"
well, yeah,
carry weight?
Federal amendments always trump state amendments.
Right.
But I suppose you could argue that if a state amendment is amended to the state constitution, it's the same power as a federal on the main constitution. I don't know. It's an interesting argument. Need a lawyer in here because I don't understand the minutiae. I know what the 10th Amendment does, but I don't know, what you just said. Like, if the federally they make a law saying, well, it can't, can it? Because federally weed is illegal, but you can smoke it legally in some states.
But now I heard President Trump wants to downgrade it now, so it might he might actually get a big following with that. So there you go. That's what I read yesterday.
Well, a lot of money in drugs. I don't know why they're not legal now. We could be getting a slice of that.
I know.
I mean, the pharmaceutical companies have been doing it for years. Anywho.
The black market doesn't like it.
Yeah, the black market's not a fan. On to the news. Now, Tom. Did you know? Do you have a shop in Primark?
I have been known to, though I try to avoid it. But
yeah, my mum says that as well. I don't know why. It's reasonably priced goods.
Well, they're known for being a particularly exploitative capitalist company. Trouble, of course, being so all companies are bad to some extent or another. Everyone's been ripped off somewhere, and trying to lead a ethical life is pretty darn futile.
I went into John Lewis the other week. They charged 50 quid for a T-shirt. They're exploiting everyone, including the consumer. But did you know we've all been pronouncing Primark wrong?
Oh.
Primark shoppers outraged as they're told they're pronouncing shop name wrong.
Okay.
Apparently, the correct is Primark.
Okay.
Because it's Irish. And a shop in Glasgow put up its own sign saying the store is pronounced Primark.
Who has announced this?
I've just
shop
told
in
my
Glasgow.
landline provider I use
Okay.
Telecare because landlines are switching to digital, which could stop Telecare alarms working. They said they'll help.
Well, you can just screw off because you're just giving me an ad. But yeah, so apparently everyone's been pronouncing it wrong. It's Primark, not Primark, even though it's clearly spelt Primark.
They just
I
want to
mean-
be different.
Despite claiming the debate is settled, the store's actions have ignited anger across the UK, with many customers left seething. Shoppers didn't hold back while expressing their views on the debate. Emma Tonks stated, "Absolutely not. I used to work there and it was always Primark." Ellie commented, "Anyone that says Primark can't spell properly. It's Primark. That's the way it's actually spelled." Susie remarked, "Primark is how it's pronounced properly in Scotland." One added, "If it's spelled Primark, then yes. If it's spelled Primark, then no." So, here we go. Got that whole thing happening in the Middle East. National Guard being deployed across America. Anti-immigrants raising flags. But no, Primark or Primark. What do you think, Tom?
I don't think it's exactly newsworthy now, is it?
What,
I mean,
what do you
that
mean
is,
it's not newsworthy? It's on the news. It's on the Mirror. You can't get more news than the
it makes
Mirror.
your average first world problems seem like an international crisis. I mean, you know, that is, I mean, it is truly pitiful that people are finding reasons to be outraged about that when there is people are starving and dying all over the world. I mean, especially in places we can't talk about. But
Yes,
yeah,
we can't. You got a stream shut down last week, Tom. Shut up.
Now,
okay.
you
My new
mentioned
motto.
that. I'm sorry, Tom.
No, my new motto: keep my stupid face shut.
Stupid mouth, but yes.
So if it's pronounced Primark, do you have a Primark down the street from you? You Tom or you Richard or?
There's a Primark in the nearest city, yeah.
And you said it's an Irish store that
Yeah.
the company's owned by. So then that means we could call the Irish Irish then, right?
Ooh, shots fired.
Well, we're gonna get Kevin out of here now.
Damn it, SoFlo's playing to keeps.
Well,
God,
you know, okay, you know what? For slang, when the Italians didn't like the Irish and the Irish didn't like the Italians, us Italians used to call them Irish. So there you go, to piss them off. So I don't know if you knew that in America's early days. So I'll try and start something. Maybe we can get Kevin on here, but I would say, being that it's Great Britain, they would pronounce it Primark. You've been pronouncing it right, but now they corrected everyone, so I don't know. Maybe it's Northern Irish that just want to be different. I don't know. There, I got even deeper now.
All right. Fair enough, so. Okay, well, there we go. Primark or Primark. You guys make up your own minds. Moving on to my favourite story of the night.
That was very petty, so it fit the show, Richard. That was good.
Vegan firefighter's first day involves £40,000 of steak on fire. We got a little video. He's driving over. Driving over, we can see the fire in the distance there. What's going to happen? Woo, 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 woo. Getting closer. There we go. And we can see it's a steak truck that's caught fire.
Well, they'll be well done then.
I'd love to know how this happened. Maybe the article will say.
I mean, that is quite an event.
All right, a Missouri Fire Department said a vegan firefighter's first day on the job ended up being a call for 40,000 pounds of ribeye steaks that caught fire on the highway.
No, vegan or not, you do your job and deal with it.
Yeah. No injuries were reported, but the steaks were a total loss. I don't know. That looked like a good barbecue to me. Doesn't say why it caught fire. How did that happen? What are the circumstances that leads to a tractor trailer catching fire? Anyone?
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Not a clue how that happened.
Yeah, the smell. You're right, Gabby. That would have been delicious. All them steaks burning.
So wait, was this like a vegetarian market, or was it like a vegetarian factory or whatever?
No, it was ribeye steaks from a cow that caught fire that a vegan firefighter had to put out.
Oh, okay.
All right, nobody's interested in. Oh, fine.
I mean, no, it's interesting. I just no idea how. I can't imagine how a fire there could have started. I mean, like a ruptured fuel tank or something. I mean,
you think he was attempted to eat some of the beef since he smelled some of the cows burning or whatever, or the beef burning?
I think he was trying to bribe the guy at the next toll booth with nice medium rare ribeye cooked up on a barbecue in the back, but he lost control, or he probably had it under the bonnet sizzling on the engine, but then it caught fire and it all went from there. Yeah, that's my best guess.
Okay.
That sounds logical.
So we're moving on.
I've got a news article for us, Richard.
Oh, okay.
Every week we get the Week magazine delivered to us. And there's a section called "It Must Be True." I read it in the tabloids. Sales of dummies for adults are soaring in China as a growing number of people resort to rubber pacifiers to relieve stress. Products are available online in a range of colors. One user said their dummy had been amazing in helping me quit smoking. Others said they helped them sleep better or were good for anxiety. When I'm under pressure at work, I suck on the dummy, said one. I feel I'm indulged in a sense of safety from childhood. Oh, well, what on earth would you make of that?
Well, to be honest, I thought it was going to go in a different direction, so I'm kind of glad it was just stress relief.
Yep, I know what you mean.
Nothing surprises me today in our civilization. So,
What? Nothing.
Well, that did. There you go.
Sorry, just had to sneeze and mute myself. Okay, yeah, Gabby sent me the answer. Apparently the tyre blew and the guy kept driving until the tyre caught fire. Which
oh dear.
It's just boring. I was hoping it was set on fire by vegan fundamentalists. Radicalized vegan fundamentalists. Alrighty, on to our next story. Missing Texas woman found living amongst lost African tribe in Scotland.
Okay, that's original.
Yeah, this one's weird. A Texas woman was reported missing by her family. Has been found living amongst a lost African tribe in a Scottish forest. Texas native Cora. Yeah, that's got to be Cora, right? Cora Taylor has been found with the Kingdom of Kubala, a group living in a forest in Jedburgh, about 41 miles south of Edinburgh, that is trying to reclaim lands stolen from their ancestors. What?
Yeah.
I hate to be racist about this, but I'm pretty sure this country's always been white. Well, I mean, like, not until obviously, people living here now, you're free to settle where, but like historically, this is a white country. The group is led by. Oh no, it just sounds racist. Do you know what? I just retract all of that. Whatever. We'll just read on. The group is led by King Athene, 36, who was once an opera singer to the name Kofi Offa. His wife, Queen Nandi, and their handmaiden Taylor, who now goes by Asnat. I'm going to call that Asnat because that's funnier. To the UK authorities, obviously I'm not missing, she said in a video message from the group. Leave me alone. I'm an adult, not a helpless child. The group said they've been served eviction notices and been targeted in an attack involved someone setting one of their tents on fire. While they don't recognise local laws, they say they only follow the rules of their... Right, okay, so these are Moors.
So
That
they're
reminds
they're
me of
sovereign
that,
citizens of England.
Yeah, Moors.
what's that
Oh,
thing?
Phil's here. Hello, Phil. Hello?
Well, till Phil's ready, I'll ask. What's that? That you introduced me to an idea on him a year, maybe 2 years ago. Is it a sovereign citizen?
Yeah.
These people, their ignoring of the law reminds me of the same thing.
Well, yeah. Moorish sovereign citizens are an offshoot of the sovereign citizen. They're primarily black. They believe that America is actually their land, that they're the Native Americans, and everybody else is an invader. They hark to a treaty between America and Morocco, the Treaty of Friendship, that says that's the only thing that matters. So they have diplomatic immunity. It's just different flavor, same bullshit.
Yeah, I watched a video about that the other day. I was thinking about you about that too, Richard. It's interesting though. It's weird, but it's interesting. But I like watching them get arrested. So.
Yeah, okay, I didn't know we had them in England. Anyway, according to King Athene, or is that Athene? Whatever. Great Britain says it's tolerant, but not towards his group, which has suffered trials and tribulations at the hands of authorities who do not understand or tolerate, he told the outlet. The kingdom of Kubala claims they are a lost tribe of Hebrews and that their king descended from David. They say their ancestors were ostracized when Queen Elizabeth I deported native black Jacobites. We see her giving him the traditional offering of shortbread and iron brew.
Oh, that's special.
I'm sorry, I was a bit speechless there. Shortbread and iron brew. Jeez. Okay, well, do you know what? You're going to make an offering. You're going to make an offering. Hello, Phil. Nothing. Your mic not working. Yeah, he's gone again. We follow the laws of the Creator. Everything belongs to the ones who made it. King Athene added, we do not believe that any authority owns the land. The earth belongs to the Father. We do not know about any eviction. All we know that is we are here to stay and establish our authority and power just like our ancestors did. He continued, the prophecy said, after 400 years, when my ancestors are destroyed from the land of Scotland, from the land of Great Britain, they will go into captivity and lose their identity. But after 400 years, I will come and bring back to the land of promise. I am following that ancestral call and the call of the gods, the calling from our Creator to embark on this journey. The more important thing in our life, it is a journey of hope, a pilgrimage. gods, plural. Yeah, Hebrews only believe in the one God, mate. His wife, Queen Nandi, a 43-year-old born Jean Gasho, wrote on social media that the group had returned to claim Scotland as a homeland and land stolen by Elizabeth I 400 years ago, when she deported all black people from Scotland and England who were not Africans but native of this land. Were there any black people in England 400 years ago? I mean, is that racist to ask?
Well, if you watch the Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner, there were, because Morgan Freeman was in the movie.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Let's just do a quick Google.
I hated that movie. I saw it once and that was it. And it wasn't because of that. I like Morgan Freeman, but I had a lot of issues with it.
So how many people? How many people are in this organization, for want of a better word?
I don't know. I assume like 10, 20, usually. Cults, you know, they usually have a small amount of people.
Right. Won't Scotland be a pretty cold place to live off the grid?
Yeah, I mean, you hope they know what they're doing, but... All right, here we go. Black people were in England as early as the 1500s. They weren't slaves either. They were pretty much...
Well, you never seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Yeah, Sophie already made that joke.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Henry
VIII had someone in one of his favorite musicians. One of his favorite court musicians was black, I think. My friend Matthew used to teach this and teach it to his year fours during Black History Month. It seemed like a really cool thing to know about. So, yeah, I wish I knew more. I don't.
Is he the one that taught him how to write green sleeves?
I don't think so. There was. This is normally when Gabby lights up my inbox with my answer for me. I'm not sure though. Need to look and try and find. Okay, let me see if I can find it. You guys carry on.
All right. Jacobites were black from their ancestors, Jacobo. Okay. A black man, according to our prophet. Okay. When you start referring to your leader as a prophet, that's when you've drunk the Kool-Aid. Jerusalem is in Scotland, and that he is the seed and offspring of David the Messiah. The old world is going. The second Exodus has begun. Only those who live off the grid in tabernacles will be saved as we enter the Millennium Kingdom of Kabulu, and the world is left behind. It's not immediately clear how many people are part of the Kingdom of Kabulu and how many are currently living in the forest of Jedburgh. Meanwhile, Scottish Border Council is saying it is working with Police Scotland to manage the situation. This has included the provision of advice and information about housing and other support services, a spokesperson told the news outlet. Okay. So there we are. We have black sovereign citizens living in a tribe in Scotland. I really need to get on the ball with my own country's history here.
I hope they're not kitted. I hope they're kitted out for the winter.
You can make sovereign citizen videos about them, Richard, and make lots of money and get lots of followers on YouTube. Follow them around.
Okay.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Yeah. I had to go back to my other microphone. I bought a brand new mic to make videos with. And the problem is when you do the input on this microphone, it also takes away the output channel so that you have to actually unplug this if you want to hear it. and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I never could find a fix for it, so I'm back to the old microphone again.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that was the news that we have black sovereign citizens living in a Scottish forest in Jedburgh.
Why do you have? I thought that was just for us people over here on the other side of the creek. Sovereign
No.
citizens.
Sovereign citizens have been part of British culture for a long time, only they're not called sovereign citizens. They're called free men on the land.
Freeman. Okay.
Yeah, freemen.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's the same flavor of stupidity.
I see. Yeah, that's pretty weird. And they're living in the forest like Robin Hood.
Yes, like Robin Hood, and they're they've established a kingdom. Pretty clear that they're just going to be all forcefully evicted. On the one hand, they ain't doing no harm. On the other hand, it's a cult. You know, that's more. I guess. Well, no, they're not doing any harm, and you know he's getting free shortbread and iron brew. So.
Okay. Yeah, we have over here. They're very much into the First Amendment rights deal, you know. So it's like, oh, we have the right to get in your face and stick a microphone in your face, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's free speech type of crap.
Auditors, yeah,
yeah, auditors. That's right.
A few people tried that over here, but British police are a lot less tolerant than American police to that kind of stuff. They don't just get a fine and kicked out. You know, some of them do jail time.
Boy, I'll tell you, these guys are protesting stuff. They get in the face of these federal cops, man. That's no joke. They go down and they go to jail.
That's true. A lot of First Amendment auditors were at January 6th. That was. A lot of them also didn't get pardoned, which made me giggle a little bit, if I'm being honest. But what's it? I don't know. Like I've always had the opinion on January 6th. It depends on whether or not they were actually trying to overthrow the government. Because actually overthrowing the government is a constitutionally protected activity. So if it was a legit attempt, then they were not doing anything illegal. If you want to go back to the boring constitution.
Well, some of them had caused damage.
Where is it protected in the Constitution?
Yeah, it is protected. It's in the Second Amendment and the main Constitution. You are allowed to overthrow the government.
In fact, it's pretty much mandatory if the government has, has to do with protection of your rights, your civil rights. Yeah. And if the federal government all of a sudden decides that they're going to become, Gestapo, you have the right to overthrow the government.
Yeah. But whether or not that would work in an actual court case.
Well, it depends who owns the court at the time.
Yeah, it depends who wins, really, doesn't it?
That's right. January 6th, basically, they broke a lot of stuff. But that's about it. And at least half of them were let in by guards themselves. They're just, come on in, have a tour. They're all lined up, and it's really funny.
Like I said, it depends if they were legitimately trying to overthrow the government or not.
Right. No, I think it was just a protest, and a couple of people got out of hand, and they decided, we can walk in. They're letting us in. Well, let's go inside. Basically it.
All right, Turkey. Oh. Okay, so Gabby says the U.S. Constitution does not grant the right to overthrow the government, but the Declaration of Independence
does. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
It's on there. It's
in there. It's in the book.
It's in the book. It's a law. Okay, so moving on to our next news story. We have toothpaste made with hair repairs tooth enamel. Scientists discover toothpaste made with hair could repair damaged teeth and stop the early stages of decay, a new study has found. Scientists at King's College London discover keratin, a protein found in hair, skin, and wool that is often used in reparative shampoos, can also help with teeth. We think that this is a game changer, an industry mover to introduce keratin as an actual product within our daily use to protect and heal your tooth enamel without even realizing. Dr. Sheriff, El Sharkaway from King's Faculty of Dentistry, Oral and Craniofacial Sciences told Sky News. If you have a micro crack,
We sell that over here.
I'm an adult or a very small defect. It would heal itself without you even realizing. Many tooth problems come from
Title of your
damaged
sex
enamel.
tape.
Yeah, good one. Many tooth problems come from damaged enamel, which does not regenerate. Once it's lost, it's gone forever. When the keratin mixes with the minerals in its saliva, it produces a protective coating to mimic the structure and function of natural enamel. So yeah, we're going to be brushing our teeth with hair.
So is that human hair, dog hair, goat hair? What?
But it says wool, so I'm assuming sheep.
Sheep
goat.
hair. Sheep wool?
Yeah.
Well, wool isn't hair.
Doesn't sound very vegan to me.
Yeah.
No, it really doesn't.
God, can you imagine a world where you'll have to buy vegan toothpaste?
But in actuality, hair
I've just
isn't really non-vegan because it's dead tissue. It's like fingernails, it's dead tissue.
Yeah, but if they use
I
sheep
just read-
wool, they'll argue that they'll be keeping animals in captivity and torturing them.
Oh, we do that all the time here. We keep all kinds of animals in locked up in little tiny cages, and we torture them every day.
You know
Yep.
what those nutters are like? Complain about anything.
I just realized, Richard, I need to send you a picture.
I know a lot of people that won't. I know a lot of people that won't eat stuff because we do that with certain animals. But I'm not extreme with stuff like that. I eat everything. So I understand their reasoning. Though.
Everyone is against mistreatment of animals. I can't think of any human being on this planet, unless you're a complete psychopath, that would willingly mistreat an animal deliberately for no damn good reason. And I've applied that to the raising of cattle, sheep, pigs, chickens, turkeys. I don't think they're tortured by any means. I've yet to see that myself going around the country, and most farmers and ranchers, mainly ranchers, they're very keen to that sort of thing. First of all, they don't want a bad rep. That's number one. Number two, they do want to raise healthy products. Otherwise, they go out of business. So it doesn't make any sense to do what some small, let's say, family ranches do. You can't apply that across the board to everybody, but it does exist in small pockets with idiots, just like anything else.
You just don't give that rancher any business that has those practices. That's all.
Yeah. But I digress. We're talking about hair.
Yeah, we're talking about wool.
Oh, we're talking about wool hair.
Wool hair. I mean,
Woolly
obviously,
hair.
this guy's devoted quite a large of his hair to science. But yeah, he's clearly holding wool there. So I don't think it means human hair. I think they're talking about wool.
But if you apply it to your teeth, won't your teeth shrink?
Yes.
Wool shrink.
Okay, yeah. Took me a minute to get there. Okay, yeah, no,
Okay.
that's good. Yeah, see, still got a couple of stories left. It's too many or too little. I always get it wrong. So here we go.
Time for one more.
One more. Princess K of the Milky Way gets... Okay, that's different. The title's different. Okay. Minnesota State Fair butter sculpture. Tradition has dairy princess bundling up in the sculpture in the summer. This is the Minnesota festival where they have a sculpture carved from butter in the height of summer. Okay.
How it doesn't melt is quite beyond me.
Well, it's frozen solid. That's why she's all in winter clothes and stuff. But it will thaw out. So, yeah.
Is that must be a better butter?
Can you imagine that, having to wear that in the middle of summer and carve a butter statue?
I don't know. You know, he gets recognition. He gets paid. I don't know.
The butter sculpture is desired by all. The most prestigious role in the town.
Yep. Those big honors there. Big honors. Goes to better butter.
I think I can't believe it's not butter.
I know. It is, though. I love butter.
It depends on the kind. If it's bad butter, no, I don't like it. If it's like cheap butter, no. But like decent branded butter, that's the good stuff. Especially on toast. I love lightly buttered
with
toast.
Marmalade. I like to put the marmalade on top of the butter.
Okay, first of all, it's marmalade.
The problem with butter is that when it's cold, it's almost unspreadable.
Well, yeah, but who doesn't get like the spreadable butter?
I don't know if the model would consider herself. I don't know if the model who posed for this would consider herself spreadable.
Well, he's putting a nice smile on her face, though. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
She seems happy. And maybe she is pretty spreadable. Who knows?
We're all adults here.
You know, he's wearing like thick padding and long gloves. So this must be like really, really cold. And he stands there for hours and he carves in a likeness of whoever wins the Princess K of the Milky Way.
The most spreadable queen.
The most spreadable queen.
How do they check that? I'm just wondering.
Well, imagine
like a
that's how
runner-up?
she wins, you know.
Right. I mean, you got to have a runner-up, you know,
Mm.
and then a third place. There's a lot of spreading going on.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're gonna. I feel like we're getting into bad territory. I feel like there's a ranking system. You know, judges hold up scorecards.
It's the last strike I had on my YouTube channel was from another person.
The last strike I got was last week, thanks to my idiotic co-host.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What
just
happened?
play the video, Richard. It's on YouTube video. It's not copyrighted, Richard.
Uh-oh.
It'll be fine, Richard. Nothing's going to happen, Richard. Whoops.
Yeah, we got
Very
taken
much
down
wrong.
in the middle of the stream because Tom sent me a copyrighted video.
I didn't know anything about. Too ill-informed. Didn't know anything about the murky legal waters I was haphazardly entering into.
Well, I looked into it, and it's because it was the Olympics. You got to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
hit with a copyright strike from Todd Standing.
Oh yeah, did you
Yeah.
fight that?
Oh yeah, I fought it and I won, but I went ahead and took it off anyway because he's the type of person. He's like Melissa Hovey type of a character where he just fucking find a lawyer up and try to sue me for $65,000. He's that kind of a person, right?
Yeah, that was like awful.
Yeah, he is not a person of honor or anything close to that. He is a sociopath, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, he hit me with that, and it was a great video too. I mean, it hit step by step his arguments with that he made in the recent video with who was George Norrie. God, he looks like he's dead. That guy. He's not doing radio anymore. In fact, it doesn't look like he's doing much of anything.
They have a special calling with Bigfoot. That's what they think. They have a special calling with Bigfoot, and that's it.
He's definitely special.
Oh yeah, he's real spatial, all right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess with the whole Melissa Hovey thing, you were just like, I don't need this headache.
I don't. I mean, it's not worth it. Fuck,
No.
I'll ditch the video. I don't care. I'm not going to deal with this. Any guy who would file a copyright strike because you're using a little piece of something that he had online is, number one, an asshole. Number two, he's going to do something more if you say, ha, I won this one.
Yeah.
And, and this is going to piss him off even more. And, it's just going to snowball. It's not worth it. It's not worth the pain or the expense. It cost me $12,000 to fight Hovey in court. I won, but I was still out $12,000 for an attorney.
Didn't she have to cover you? Oh no, it was dismissed, wasn't it?
Right. It was just, the judge says, okay, we're just going to dismiss this whole thing with prejudice. Hovey, you can't do anything else. Goodbye.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, I feel like Chris York summed it up perfectly when he said that you had to pay 10 grand for your life to stay exactly the same.
Exactly. Right.
It shouldn't have been allowed.
Well, no.
I hate it when people weaponize the system like that.
Yeah, well, her attorney just kept pushing it, obviously completely unaware of copyright law. She was a realty attorney, a real estate attorney, and she went ahead and went for the. Of course, she didn't get a dime out of it. Yeah.
No one should have had to spend any money of that. It was so stupid. It was a simple photo.
And you can't sue her because she didn't have any money.
Yeah.
She's living in a $300 a month apartment with her out of work boyfriend.
It was just a photo. It was well within fair use.
Well, it wasn't even her photo. It wasn't even her photo.
Yeah.
I mean, she illegitimately filed for a copyright on it, but it wasn't her photo.
It was a still from a movie, wasn't it?
It behind the scenes of a movie, Claude. Yeah. She doesn't know who sent her the photo. She doesn't know if the person that sent her the photo owned the photo. She doesn't know who took the photo, but she claimed a copyright on it under her name. Well, not her name, but the name of her Bigfoot Society. And then sued me over it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Absolutely ridiculous.
You could probably count million dollar YouTubers on one hand. It's not like these people are gonna lose a lot of money if you give them more exposure. It's ridiculous.
Correct.
The fact that you're giving them more exposure, I mean, it just shows you the narcissism. It's ridiculous.
That is you're spot on. I mean, people use my stuff. People will copy it and use it or whatever on TikTok, Talk, or Skips Chalk or whatever. And I don't care. It's promotion. So you're right. I figure it's on YouTube. Unless it's some really bad shit. You should be able to use it. Especially if it's for news reporting or commentary.
Well, I mean, we were just taking the piss out of Rachel Gunn, but
Oh, well, I don't know who that is, so.
the Australian breakdancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all you have to say. Yeah. But yeah, we were just going through people that last week's show was on people that went to the Olympics that shouldn't have been allowed to go to the Olympics.
That was pretty. I'm glad though, because it gave people something to really talk about in the Olympics.
Well, yeah, it was. I mean, not to disagree with Richard, but it was about people who put in historically poor performances at the Olympic Games. It was, definitely about that. And afterwards, we debated the question: should they be allowed or not? We looked at Eddie the Eagle Edwards, Eric the Eel Musambani, and Ray Gunn.
Well,
before we got off.
I don't know what the qualifications are, but as long as you're an amateur, you're not a professional. That's like rule number one. And you're known for the sport that you're applying for. And other than that, I'm not sure what the criteria is. It's almost like anybody can go in there and try for an Olympic gold. You know what I mean? Do you have to have a sponsor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've seen the film
now.
Eddie the Eagle, but I've forgotten most of what happened.
Ever since her breakdancing, you do now.
Yeah, I mean, it's no, there's a lot more safety guards and checks, but still, every once in a while, someone gets through that shouldn't, and Rachel Gunn was one of those people.
Yeah.
Well, there's one born every minute. You know what they say? He be looking for buried treasure, be he? Oh, he found something. Ah, cool.
Yeah, found something, but unfortunately, my cargo hold was full. This is where I made the screw up, where I put all my ammunition in the storage, and then I went to do a ship battle and realized I didn't have any cannonballs.
Great planning.
Yeah, it was a hilarious screw up.
At the bottom of the ocean. Well,
no, I didn't die. I didn't die.
Didn't?
I really did well. Yeah, I'll wait until this bit's done and I'll speed it up a bit so you can see what happens. But yeah, no, this was the best run I've ever had on Sea of Thieves when I recorded this earlier in the week.
So did you find Treasure Island?
Yeah, watch this. I open up the cache and then I'm just going to click on all my cannonballs because I'm an absolute moron.
You didn't save any of your cannonballs because they weighed too much and they take up too much space and you wanted that treasure.
Hang on a bloody minute. I don't. What? I have not marked the cannonballs. Oh, yeah, there I go. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you got to have food.
I just, I get the treasure. I get the treasure, though. And
well, so far, this is more interesting than our conversation.
No, I like the Hoovy stuff, but only you and me and maybe SoFly understand that. So
there is another story though, one more or something.
Yeah. No, there's no more news stories.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at. Oh, there it is. Ah, there she be.
Yarr. Oh, the treasure. Yarr. Absolutely worthless treasure.
No gold doubloons. No pieces of eight.
No, I got pieces of 8.
Oh, you did.
724. High quality. So yeah, someone's just called for help. So I'm going to teleport over there and realize I haven't got any cannonballs except in my AF cannons. So
I
this
be
is gonna-
here for help. Oops.
Yeah. So, I'm like, uh-oh. I'm in the world event now and I can't leave. So I've got to stay. And this just turns into what can only be described as terror.
Not to be confused with terra firma,
Yeah.
although you may find that accidentally.
Pew, pew, pew. So I'm positioning my ship.
And then
Line
you're
up.
gonna- yeah. Fire cannons. We can't, Captain.
Yeah. That's basically what's about to
You-
happen.
You dumb
Because
shit.
I thought the
Guys.
game was lagging or it was glitched or something, and I was like, "What's going on? Why can't I fire?" And then I was like, "Oh,
Choose your
Wait.
cannonball. Okay.
Guys, I hate to be a party pooper, but my laptop is on 1% battery now. So
all right then.
I'm
we'll
going to
wrap
need
it
to.
up. All right then.
A party pooper.
Yeah.
Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night,
people.
everyone. Arr.